My name is Goff, and in this show and tell presentation, I'll be talking about how factory farming is destroying our environment and the role we play as consumers in this. I got my article from the Collective Evolution, which is an alternative news production that focuses on raising awareness of the world functions and the humans that interact in these functions. The article is named that factory farming is killing our environment. It was written on March 4th, 2013. This article highlighted some very staggering numbers to me. First of which is that 10 billion animals were raised and killed in the U.S. alone last year in these factory farms. To go along with this, 30% of the Earth's land mass goes to raising these animals. Not to mention that 70% of the wheat harvested in the United States is to feed these animals. 260 million acres has been destroyed through factory farming globally, as well as 2.9 million acres in the Amazon rainforest just in 2004 alone. This does not only affect the planet in which we're destructing the natural environment, but not to mention the surrounding communities that are afflicted by these scenarios. To go along with this, 80% of ammonia emissions and 37% of methane emissions are from these factory animals, and these are staggering numbers. With all this being said, the UN has reported that factory farming is in the top 3 most environmental concerns in the global processes. As what we can do as people, it can be rather open-ended. A major change to be made is the extraordinary amount of overconsumption, especially in the United States, which has a 30% overconsumption rate. This is largely kept under wraps due to the large profits that these factory farms are able to make due to the overconsumption. We always hear about, carpooling or biking or even using energy efficient light bulbs, but we never hear about the ways that we can cut back on food and the destruction that the factory farms cause. It takes 11 times the amount of fossil fuels to create a calorie from meat as it does to create 1 calorie from plant proteins. So all this being said, it would also help curb the recent trend of increasing obesity within American citizens. I find these numbers to be extremely alarming personally, and while there's a continuing consciously effort toward the 3 Ps and local sustainability, there's not a real alternative to these factory farms. Especially for the general population, low income. If you want organic meats or local meats, you most likely have to pay more money for these products. Unfortunately, I find that these farms will continue to operate as is unless we are able to provide a valuable option to these companies. They are not going to risk profit for the greater good of the community. Destruction and the damaging effects that it causes not only to the environment but the people of the surrounding areas will continue as on until a red flag is placed on such institutions. This leaves me with the question, would you spend more money on local meats or cut meat completely from your diet in order to save land and the resources that it provides?